everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie, aka aWoodenButterfly, and this is Art That Heals the Soul. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a pick-a-pile reading. It's going to be a classic, what you need to hear pick-a-pile reading that is timeless. So whenever you are drawn to watching this video, there should be a message meant for you within the pile that you choose. Of course, please, there are timestamps below, so if you want to skip to the pile so you don't have to hear all the other ones if they're not the ones that you chose. There's timestamps for that, timestamps for the pick-a-pile, the actual pick-a-pile. And when you do that, please make sure you use your intuition. The way that I do it, I look at each pile, I meditate on them, and I make sure that the pile that's calling to me, I usually get like a sensation in between my third eye. So if you want to do something like that, or if you want to choose by the crystals, whatever works for you, but definitely choose the one that calls to you initially, because that's always the one that's meant for you. And then that's about it. Besides that, I apologize for the inconsistency of my videos. I did mention it in my other I mentioned the reason behind that in my previous video of celebrating Ostara. So if you're interested in hearing about that, you can go watch that video as well. But I'm not going to bore you with that today. So let me know how it resonates. Please comment, subscribe, like, all that jazz, and let's get to it. Enjoy. Alright, everyone who chose pile number 1, this is the Harmony Tarot, or this lovely stone right here. Right away, before I even started the reading, I was picking up a lot of like spiritual connections, or connections with higher realms, or a lot of like a spiritual awakening that you've received or are about to receive. Let us hear what it is that you, pile number 1, needs to hear today. I call upon my spirit guides and pile number 1 spirit guides. Allow me to be used as a channel for the messages pile number 1 needs to receive through my mind's eye, through the cards. Please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over. Please and thank you. Okay. Tell me, Spirit, what is pile number 1? What do they need to hear right now? What do they need to hear that will offer guidance for their highest good? What is it that pile number 1 needs to hear? Healing, awareness, whatever they need to hear. Please let me know. We got 6 of Autumn, 6 of Spring. So a lot of things like past energies keep making an appearance in your reality as of recently. Maybe it's like 3 of Winter. A lot of full circle moments that you've experienced, which could be what created the result of this some sort of spiritual awakening that you have experienced. Wow. Then we have the Well. Yes, so there's a lot of things that have been coming up, to the surface from past issues or past events that you've had to overcome. And it's almost like these things are reappearing in your life in order to wrap up loose ends, in order to clear those stagnant old energies, like package them neatly, put them to the side so you have a fresh slate to work with. And then we have Le Soleil. So right there, that is just confirmation. Like, this is where you're headed, but in order to get there, in order to get that happiness, the brightness that comes from this sun, the beautiful flowers opening up in order to bloom into your full authentic self. You need to clear out old clutter, old energy that has been weighing you down. It's been bringing you down, and this is why these things are popping up in your current reality, in order for you to take a look at them, tie up loose ends, because you've already learned these lessons. It's just that you're so used to reacting in the same way that you used to react to these situations that it's like holding you back from fully embracing what's amazing right in front of you. It's like you have everything that, like, your desires and your dreams are in reach. It's just, it feels as though it's so far away and it's so hard to obtain, but really it's just old limiting beliefs that you carry from past events, past situations, that you bring, that you're trudging along with you into your current reality, and it's causing you to focus on just like the darker or the negative, the heavier energies, instead of seeing what's right in front of you. We have the cliff. You need to be willing to just walk into full force, just full speed ahead. You need to have that faith that everything is going to work out in the end, in order to get through these current energies that are holding you back. We have Two of Spring, and I do feel like it's it could be something holding you back from past events. Maybe it's like a limiting belief, or it could be with the Two of Spring, it could be a decision that needs to be made, and it's like, I could go this way, but I'm just gonna fall back into the old, old stuff that and it's just gonna take me down a dark, lonely path. Or I can go this way, which is kind of unknown, but it's triggering all these deep, dark emotions that I've stuffed down because of the fears of not being able to obtain it. And that is the decision that you have to make. You have to make the decision to go for it, even though you don't see the end result. You need to just follow your intuition and follow your heart, what your heart truly desires, because in the end, it's going to work out. With the Eight of Autumn. Woo! These cards are flying out. And then 10 of Autumn. Okay, yeah. So, definitely, it's just a matter of you being able to let go of these old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things, old limiting beliefs, old patterns that no longer serve you, that you continue to, it's like you're holding on tightly to these old ways of doing things because you're so scared of not being able to obtain what it is that you truly desire, not being able to, it's like a fear of failure, but a fear of success. So you're like on the precipice of breaking through this like giant wall, like it's almost as though you're being blocked by a giant brick wall, and this brick wall is there's cracks in the brick wall, so it's almost, you're almost able to like hammer through it, but it is going to take some force, it is going to take some consistency, it is going to take some work in order to get there, but what's on the other side is your happiness. What is on the other side is the thing that you've been truly desiring, the thing that you've been wanting from the very beginning. And it's just a matter of you having the faith to do what it is that you're really trying to do. Let's clarify some cards here with the regular tarot. Alright, I'm going to clarify this Six of Autumn. Please, Spirit. Let's clarify the Six of Autumn. Alright, so we have, yep, okay. It's basically just, okay, what I'm seeing from just the 6 of Autumn is basically a summed up version of what it is that I've already been saying. You are going down this path, and you know that on this path is a wish coming true, is a wish fulfilled. The star represents wish fulfillment. It represents vulnerability, being able to be vulnerable and be authentic and be who you are in order to achieve the wish, to achieve what it is that you truly wish for, what you truly desire. But you are continuing to look at things in a negative perspective, or you're looking at things, you're focusing on the things that you don't have instead of seeing what it is that is being given to you. You're focusing on things from past circumstances, past events, and you continue to look at these things, and it continues to trickle into your current situations. Even though the current situation is nothing like the ones of your past, you continue to assume, or you continue to look at these things in the same way that you used to look at them, but you're not seeing what is being given to you. You're not seeing what it's a gift being given to you. Your wish can be fulfilled, but you have to be able to go down this path and not be scared to fail. Because you're not going to fail if you just have faith and you just go and you just do it. You're not gonna fail. You're not going to. All right, let's clarify the well, please. Ooh. Okay, so we got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so a lot of fears being brought up. See, on his you see lizards on his whatever that is, whatever he's wearing, and to me that makes me think of like your like when you are in a state of fear, your brain goes into like a reptilian like mode, which is just fear mode, and you don't process things that you don't process things in a logical way. You look at things as the worst possible outcome, and it's something that is being brought up from fear of losing what it is that you're trying to gain, or what you're trying to obtain. It triggers these old fears, these old doubts, these old insecurities that keep being brought up from this well, because you stuff it all down. You stuff so much fear, so much doubt, so much anger, so much guilt. You stuffed it all down deep inside, and it's like these things are forcing it up, because you need to look at it in order to obtain this thing. You need to look at these things so that these things won't hold you back from truly embracing what it is that's right in front of you. And with this, oh my god, yeah, it's like you need to make the decision of being in the energy of the Queen of Wands, where she's certain of herself. She is sitting there looking, she's like, yo, I got this, I'm holding a sunflower, I'm happy as fuck, I'm good, I got my cat, I got my familiar with me, I'm sitting on this throne with lions on the back, and I'm good. Like, you can embrace this type of energy and know that you're gonna make it to this. Just know that you're gonna make it there. Or you can go backwards to the past of where you used to allow your fears to dictate your direction. You can continue to do that, or you can own it. It's basically up to you. So let's clarify this dusk. Whew. Oh my god. And then we got the Fool, which is basically the cliff in this deck. And so that is just confirming, in order you can walk back through this door, right back into that darkness, the sadness with the cobwebs, and it's very murky and sad, or you can go in a different direction and do something different. You can go wherever it is that you're trying to go, you can't let your old toxic patterns dictate where it is that you're trying to head to. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, so let's clarify the 10 of autumn, and then we should be good. I'll get some closing cards. These cards are literally flying out. It's crazy. So, okay, so there's something, whatever it is that you're trying to, whatever dream it is, it could be a person, it could be a job, it could be a maybe like a physical object that you're trying to obtain that you feel will bring you happiness. Most likely it's a relationship or something that you have great passion for. It could also be a project that you're doing, and it's something that you hold dear to your heart, that you look at it and it's like you're putting all your energy, all your and that it's because you have so much, you're like holding this like your pride and joy. You're holding it as if it's your child, and it's like it's bringing you a lot of nervousness. It's bringing you anxiety because you don't. It's like if I don't get this, how am I ever gonna be happy? And that's what it is that keeps holding you back. It keeps pushing you into this fear mode, where it is that the fear dictates where it is that you are trying to go. And it's basically like just having that awareness alone will give you the strength, will give you the stability, will give you the power to make a decision to do it differently next time. So that's that. Let me get some closing statements with this unicorn deck, and then we should be good. Okay, we got not a leaf ending. Okay, so it could be something, maybe this decision that needs to be made is making the decision to end something else in order to dance into your future endeavors. And then we have not a snowman mystery, and this, okay, right there is confirming, yes, you don't know where it is that you're headed. It's a mystery. It's a mystery because we're not there yet, right? But you have the ability, there is guidance. You are being guided towards a particular direction, and it's like you feel it deep in your soul, but you keep doubting yourself. You keep doubting yourself, and it's because you're doubting yourself that you're not going to be able to get there. It's, you need to fully embrace that whatever it is that you feel inside that you need to do, you need to embrace that, embody it, and go for it, because you are being divinely guided to a particular direction. You feel it down in your soul. You feel it deep down in your soul, and you know where it is that you're supposed to go, but it's like you yourself are holding yourself back. And then we have intensity, and obviously, I mean, yes, this is like pretty intense. It's like you look at all these all of them are pointing in one direction. They all know where it is that you're supposed to be going. It's like you're like, come on, guys, like, come on, we're let's go this way, let's go do this, but you keep fighting against it. You keep like pulling against it, and it's like, but no, I don't want it. I don't want to deal with the rejection. I don't want to deal with not being told that I'm good enough or whatever it is. And it's like you keep making these fears and these assumptions and these thoughts, these negative thought patterns that keep coming up. It's like literally holding you hostage. It's holding you hostage. And but you need to know that you are spiritually connected. You are spiritually guided. You have things that are trying to direct you in a particular direction, because that is your destiny. Your destiny is to go in a particular direction, but your fears are holding you back. So I hope that resonated. That was pretty intense. So let me know down below in the comments, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye. Alright guys, pile number 2. Anyone who chose pile number 2 with the wandering star right over here, or this lovely little crystal, this nice grounding crystal. I don't know the names of them, but alright, so we have pile number 2. What does pile number 2 need to hear today? Let's ask. I call upon my spirit guides and pile number 2 spirit guides. Allow me to be used as a channel for the messages pile number 2 needs to receive through my mind's eye and through the cards, please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over, please and thank you. Alright, tell me spirit, what does pile number 2 need to hear? What will benefit them? What do they need to hear for their highest good? Always healing, awareness, whatever it is that they need to hear. Pile number 2. Okay. Okay, pile number 2. We got 2 of Cups, partnership, harmony, peace. We got Knight of Cups, proposal, quest, project. Okay, so I do feel like, especially she's holding a cup, they're both holding cups, I feel like there's going to be some sort of news, some sort of exciting news that is meant to celebrate, that is possibly something that you've known was coming. It's like you had this sense or this intuitive hunch that something positive was going to come, and it could be like a legal matter or something in your life that has redirected itself in order to bring balance into a particular area of your life, and this is just confirming that for you, if that is something, or it's something that will be happening soon. If you are worried about some sort of legal issues or something that has caused you some turmoil in personal matters, I feel like there's going to be resolution to it, and you're going to it's going to be something to celebrate, or some sort of news that you felt was coming already. It's like you already had like a hunch that something good was gonna happen, but it could come out. In order for this good thing to happen, I feel like something else needs to break down. So it's like a it's not like a double-edged sword, because part of the sword would be dull because the other side doesn't hurt, but there's one aspect of the situation that does need to fall away in order for it to come to fruition, if that makes sense. Okay, what does pile number 2 need to use? Okay, we got 5 of Wands. Yeah, there's something that has been weighing heavily on you. 7 of Swords. Maybe something, some sort of dishonesty, or something, some sort of energy that has been questionable to you, that is causing you to, it's influencing your perspective on a particular situation or a particular person, and it's causing imbalance. But I feel like, okay, so this is what I'm getting. I feel like there's an energy in it could be your significant other or someone that you care deeply for. They could be doing things that seem like they are being dishonest or being not trustworthy, and it's influencing your perspective on whether or not you should follow through with this commitment, because I feel like there's a commitment being made, or there's a proposal or an offer or some sort of news that is meant to be celebrated, but there's part of you that is questioning whether or not it's worth it, because of this uncertainty that you're feeling. It's bringing a lot of, it's making you reflect a lot on situations that have been unfolding within the dynamic of the relationship, and it's breaking, what it's breaking down is not breaking down anything, it's breaking down beliefs, old perspectives. And what's really happening is balance is being brought into this current situation, and what you think is dishonesty, what you think is not trustworthy, is actually happening for your highest good. So this, if anything, is confirming for you that yes, you have suspicions and that have been weighing you down, and you've been wondering whether or not you should follow through with this commitment with this particular person, and this is confirmation that you should, because whatever is happening is not what it seems to be. It's being presented in a way in order for you to reflect on yourself and things that you don't that you see in others within yourself, in order for you to break those old thoughts and old patterns down, in order to fully embrace what it is that is trying to be celebrated, if that makes sense. So let me clarify. Let's clarify this Two of Cups, please. Let me clarify, Tara. Let me clarify. Two of Cups. Okay. Yes. A lot of fertile energy, a lot of there's so much abundance and creative energies within this dynamic, but I feel like it's been a tough situation. There's something that has been really difficult about it. There's like an aspect of it that brings out your authentic, your inner strength, your inner power. It's like it is something that is, it's like a divine partnership or a divine connection that makes you feel powerful, but then there's another aspect of it. Maybe they have other situations that they're dealing with externally that are causing a lot of heaviness, a lot of difficulty. It's like a journey with a difficult moment, but it's worth it in the end. That you're going through this, there's purpose for whatever difficulties, whatever obstacles that it is that you're trying to get through. It's happening for a greater purpose. Let's clarify this Knight of Cups. Ooh, and we got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Yeah, so the Wheel of Fortune, this is always talking about the situation turning in your favor. It's going to be a let's clarify this Emperor, actually. Yeah, so we got the Ace of Wands. I'm not doing reversals. So we got the Ace of Wands. Yeah, something, there's a proposal or a promise or some sort of like commitment is being offered to you, but you're questioning it because of these difficulties or these obstacles that keep popping up out of the woodworks. And it's like oh my god, do I have to keep dealing with these? Like what's going on? How do I deal with this? It's like it's very hard to navigate what it is that you're supposed to be doing, but it's hard to navigate what it is that you're supposed to be doing because it's meant for you to reflect on your own personal issues. It's whatever it is that you're seeing within the whatever distrust, dishonesty that you see in the relationship. It's a reflection of what it is that you feel about yourself. What maybe you don't feel good enough. Maybe it is, maybe you look and you don't feel like you're enough for this particular person, and it's forcing you to look at these deeper, darker emotions that you stuff down in order to break it down so that you can be able to fully gain your power, gain acceptance, and go through your awakening and reassess the situation. You can and bring balance. There's going to be balance brought. There's going to be transformation as a result of what it is that you're going through. There's going to be transformation. You're going to evolve as a person through these difficulties or through these obstacles that you are facing at this time. Let's clarify this Judgment. Yeah, you're going to be looking back at all the obstacles that you had to overcome, and it's going to be like, wow, man, I'm like a gangster. Like, seriously, I'm a freaking gangster. Like, I got this shit. I'm like the king of swords. I can cut through basically anything. I tell you straight how it is, because I've been there, done that, and you can't fool me. And whatever the case is, and it's really it's bringing forth whatever difficulties that you've been experiencing within a dynamic or within a relationship. It's truly happening for greater purpose. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Swords, and then we'll get some closing. Yeah, so whatever it is that is coming up is bringing you like a lot of like restless nights. You've been like trying to focus your energies on other things, but it's like you're constantly just worrying about like this or worrying about that, like, oh my god, what are they doing? And it's like all you can do is wait and find out, and it's like causing you more anxiety. It's like, dude, I just want to know, like, what's going on? Are you lying to me? Are you pretending, or what's going on? And it's like you can't get the answer, and it's like but it's all in your head. Like, whatever it is that you're thinking is happening, it's all in your head because of past situations that you've had to overcome, past things, past issues that keep making you, that you're bringing into these current situations that don't belong there. You need to break down, you need to reflect, you need to look at yourself, look at it, why it is that you feel these things are happening, because even though they're not happening, you still feel like they are, because you don't feel good enough. You don't feel like you're enough, and that's what it is that you need to look at and heal. And then and once if for example, if it is something like that, you feel like you're not good enough, why don't you feel good enough? What is it that happened in your life that made you feel not good enough? And you can start breaking it down and start understanding that old traumas, old things these things aren't happening right now in your life. And once you have that awareness, once you look at that, then you can fully obtain healing and be able to get through these really limiting type of energies that I'm feeling. All right, let me get some closing cards here for lovely pile number 2. Get some closing messages for pile number 2, please. We got roots, not a tree. So it's almost like, okay, so this is actually really cool. I'm getting this like vibe that what's happening right now might seem like it's very up in the air, very like you might feel very disconnected with the current partnership or current dynamic that you're in. But honestly, the roots, it is so rooted in the ground. This connection is rooted deeply, and there is no way that it's going to fall apart unless you choose to focus on or choose to follow your fears. Like, it's basically up to you. You can look back and look at your fears and go with that, or you have this solid commitment that is right there, that's right at your fingertips, and it's basically up to you which way to go. Then we have harmony. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. I can't. That, I mean, right there, if that's not confirmation for you, like, I don't know what is. Like, I love it. And then we got direction. Like, honestly, I love it. I really love it. It's like you already know what direction it is that you're meant to go in with this particular person, and the obstacles that you're going through at this time are really obstacles that are teaching you lessons in order for you to get to a place of harmony within the relationship, of harmony within all your relationships, within whatever dynamics, because you already created a solid foundation that is rooted deeply. The feelings are rooted deeply in the soil, and there's no way that anyone is going to be able to pull that away from you. And it's I mean, look how beautiful that card is. It's like so cool. I mean, it is so beautiful. Right? Oh, I love it. Okay. So that's all I have for you guys, pile number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. And please let me know if it resonated. I could really use the feedback, and I hope to see you guys. Alrighty, pile number 3 with the citrine crystal, or this tarot, the Wild Unknown tarot deck. Let's get right into it, shall we? So what is it that pile number 3 needs to know? What do they need to know? Spirit, I call upon my spirit guides, and pile number 3, Spirit, I'm sorry guys, I have, my cat just had kittens, so you might be hearing them in the background. Okay, I call upon pile number 3, spirit guides, and my spirit guides allow me to be used as a channel for the messages pile number 3 needs to receive through my mind's eye and through the cards. Please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over. Please and thank you. Tell me, Spirit, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Do they need to hear anything that... Whatever it is, I want them to gain some insight into what it is that they need to hear for their highest good. Want to bring healing, awareness, or insight into what it is that they need at this time. For pile number 3, please. Alright, I feel like a lot of excitement and a lot of creative energy flowing. It's like a lot of, yeah, we got the Magician. A lot of, like, it's like you're climbing up the ladder of success in a project or something of great importance to you. And it's like you are building something from scratch. You're building something, but it's bringing you a lot of, like, it's definitely bringing up a lot of fears and a lot of uncertainty. Maybe it's bringing up it's like very the unknown aspects of what it is that you're trying to accomplish. It's like you're waiting for something to be built. You're waiting for something to be created. It's like you have everything you need and you see where it is that you're headed, but it's like you're not seeing the results yet, and it's causing you a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of heartbreak. And it's like you're just sitting there waiting for something to come about from this. I think it's like a project or something that you hold dear, and it's something that you know you're meant to be doing, but it's like you're not seeing any results of it. You're not seeing the results, and it's causing you a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of worry. Okay, yeah, and it's like, yeah, there's a lot of like fear going on here. A lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of anxiety as to whether or not this thing that you're trying to bring into fruition is, if it's actually going to be a success. But you have so many great ideas. It's like you have like all these like ideas that are stirring up within your psyche, and it's like you have so many plans and ideas of what it is that you're trying to create, but it's like you feel like you're being tied down for some reason. It's like there's something that's holding you back, and it's the fear. It's the fear, and it's the way to get through this fear is by just taking action. The way to cut through all these things that are binding you is to take action. Right now is the perfect time for you to take action. We are entering Aries season. Aries is all about being motivated, going for what it is that you want in life, and not allowing these thoughts or these negative self-talk about about judgment from others. Maybe you feel like what you're doing is out of the norm and everyone will judge you for it, but it's like you have so many ideas that you want to create, you want to like build upon, but it's like your thoughts, because the swords are all about like thoughts. It's like these thoughts that are holding you hostage, and it's keeping you stuck in place, even though you know that you have everything that you need to create this successful venture, this successful project that it is that is stirring up in your mind, that you're trying to obtain. But it's like you keep, like, you're just like, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. And it's like you have these freaking ideas. You just need to go for it. You just need to do it. You just need to implement it. Screw this. Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. No, you have everything that you need to create, to manifest the dreams that you have in your psyche that you're trying to build upon. You have everything you need in order to do it. It's just a matter of following through. It's just a matter of not questioning yourself and just doing it. This one here, and then yes, and just end this old way of thinking, this old way of holding, that you hold yourself back, because in the end it's gonna all come together. It's like you're climbing up the steps to the top of the mountain, and once you reach the top of the mountain, everything in your life, all aspects of your life are going to come together in a way that is almost surreal, and that is freaking awesome. Okay, so I'm going to clarify some cards for you. Let's clarify this Magician. Clarify the Magician, please, spirits. Clarify the Magician. Yeah. It's like you have like these two cups right behind you that you're not even looking at. You're just focusing on what it is that you don't have, and that's what's holding you back. Okay, so that's what's holding you back. What it is that you need to shift or redirect energetically is what you're focusing on. You're focusing on the lack. You're focusing on what it is that you don't have, instead of focusing on what it is that you already have and what you're going to build upon. because you have much more to be grateful for. You have much more, and you, what it yes, it's like the old this way of focusing on that lack is the old you that is no longer serving you. And you have to let that part of your of that thought, the way of thinking, you need to let that go so that you can cut through this this stuff that is binding you. Let's clarify this Three of Swords. Yeah, it's like you don't know what you would do if this didn't work out. Like if this because this is like whatever idea it is that you're trying to bring into reality, it's like that is your dream. That is your if you were to find success in that venture, it would be a dream come true. And the thought of not reaching that breaks you completely. It breaks you and it makes you feel like stuck in place. But you need to overcome these negative thought patterns by being the energy of the King of Swords, where you are not affected by the chatter, by the outside noise. You're not affected by what others are telling you, or what others are breaking you down for, or whatever you're breaking yourself down. He is solid. He knows what it is that he's doing, and he seems very with like a solid foundation, good head on his shoulders. He's holding this big ass sword. He knows what's up, and he's not scared. He's cool. He's chilling. The background is nice. There's no rain or nothing. He's chilling. So that's what it is that you just gotta like, just seriously, when you start having those negative thoughts pop up, or maybe like it's like emotional turmoil that you're experiencing. It's like more of an emotional issue. It's like emotionally, and it's like, okay, with these two cards here, I feel like it's a matter of logic versus emotion. And that is also what is holding you hostage. Because logically, what it is that you're trying to do doesn't make sense. But your heart is telling you that that's what it is that you need to do. And what in this situation, what is needed to be done is not to focus on the logical aspects of things, but instead focus on what it is that you're trying to bring into fruition. What you need to focus on is what your heart truly desires, what your heart really wants, because that is what is keeping you hostage. Logically, it might not make sense to everybody else, but it don't matter, because it doesn't need to make sense to everybody else. Because when you do the thing that it is that you truly want, what you truly desire, things just work out. I'm telling you, things just work out. That's literally, I mean, there is no logic. Fuck logic. Yes, I mean, obviously not all the way. You do need to be, there's got to be a balance. But in this particular situation, when it comes to your passion or what it is that you're trying to create, you got to follow your heart. You got to follow your heart for sure. Let me clarify this Son of Swords card, please. We got the World. So, yeah, things come in full circle. You are clearly transitioning, ending old cycles, ending old ways of looking at things in order to bring into your reality for things to come together. You have an idea that it is that you are trying to create, and logically it might not make sense to everybody else, but it's not about making sense. Because when you think about it logically, it holds you hostage. because it doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense, because what it is that you're supposed to do, it's what your heart is wanting you to do. And when you follow that and don't pay attention to all the noise, all the chatter around you, all the people telling you, no, that's not a good idea, no, you shouldn't do that. When you stop listening and focusing on that, that's when things come together, and where you climb the mountain and things start happening. Let's clarify this. Mother of Pentacles. Yeah, so just confirmation, whatever idea it is that you're trying to that you have in your mind, you need to just go for it. You need to look at these, both these cards, just, they're like on a mission. Both of them. The freaking owl's on a mission. This guy on a mission. That's what you need to, you just need to do it. Whatever it is that you are wanting to do, just do it, because it's something that is meant to be. It's destiny. Let's clarify this Three of Pentacles. Yes. Oh my gosh. See, if that, oh my gosh, if that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. I mean, that is where you're headed. If you just follow your intuition, follow your heart on whatever this is that you're, you know, whatever idea, whatever situation that you are trying to bring into your current reality, that is something that you hold dear to your heart, it's going to bring you happiness. But whatever it is might not make sense to a lot of people, but it doesn't have to make sense to a lot of people, because what it brings you is true emotional fulfillment. And that's what everybody wants ultimately, right? What everyone truly desires is emotional fulfillment. I mean, in the end, and that's what you're going to obtain by following your intuition and following your heart, as opposed to just following logistics. So let's get some closing statements, shall we? Hello, Mr. Mooney. Or Mrs. Mooney. Clarify this. I'm sorry. Let's get some closing statements for pile number 3. Okay. We got wisdom. Nice. Not a barn owl. We got beauty. And we got space. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. I love these cards. So, I feel like you're in a really good space right now to really fully embrace the beauty that is around, because I feel like you've unlocked a lot through these experiences, through these things that are coming up that you're having to overcome. You're gaining a momentous amount of wisdom. It's almost like it's like you've unlocked this inner knowing within yourself through trying to obtain this, whatever it is that you hold dear to your heart, and you look at it as though it's like this, it's like a treasure to be held and to be nurtured and to be taken care of, like how she's taking care of this peacock, and it's like bringing you so much expansion and so much wisdom. And that is why it is that you need to follow your intuition as opposed to logically, because this isn't a situation that logically makes sense. It's a situation that is meant to be. It's a situation that is going to bring you to your highest self. And that is why it is that you need to follow your intuition versus your logical mind. And sometimes, and I'm not saying that you should be doing that always. In some instances, we need to think logically in order to protect ourselves, or whatever the case. There needs to be balance. You can't have one without the other. But in this particular situation, this is what will bring you expansion. It will bring you wisdom. It will bring you ultimate fulfillment, ultimate happiness. And it might not make sense to a lot of people, and that's okay. And that's okay. That's all I got for you guys. I hope that resonated. That was pretty awesome reading, and please let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you guys all next week. Bye.